Alrighty, so I was just doing a different video about this Carmex, so that'll post separately. But I was talking about, so I did those couple lighter videos with the duct tape, and you know, everyone says to flip that tab on the duct tape over, or not everyone, but some people, and I kind of constantly have to say in the comments why I don't like that. I carry this one in my pocket all the time, and I like this smooth. I mean, this is not snagging on anything in my pocket or whatever. It's like almost as good as just the plastic. And but everyone's always saying, you know, that you should fold this under so you have a lip, you know, and I guess that makes sense if you're just, you know, if you're just saying that and you haven't tried it. But the thing is that this will, I mean, my point is they said with cold hands, you know, you wouldn't be able to dig this edge up or whatever. And granted, that edge is a little bit winged up. This one up top is absolutely not winged up. It's been like that for, I don't know, 6-8 months whenever I taped it. So point being, my fingers are freezing. They're red. I don't know if you can really tell, but like up where I'm warm, you know, I'm like my regular see-through whiteness, and my hands are quite cold, red. So what I was going to do if we had snow, my plan for this video was to just jam my hands in the snow for, you know, a minute until I can barely crunch them. But you can see, like, I can't get, I mean, I can crunch my hand down, but look how it turns white. I mean, you can definitely see that my hands are cold, or at least you should be able to tell. Got my knuckles into the charcoal there doing a different video, but the you can see that the blood is, you know, my fingers are definitely cold. So that and it's, I think it's 26 degrees or something, which isn't the coldest. It could be colder, especially in the middle of February, but it's not for whatever reason. So anyway, obviously you could warm your hands up first. You know, jam them up in the front of your shirt on your belly or whatever, or down, you know, sounds weird, but obviously down the front of your pants and warm your hands up. You know, I mean, anybody that's had cold hands, you know, you'll stick them any place on your warm stuff that's under the warm parts of your clothes. So anyway, I'm gonna pick this corner here, and I'm not gonna pick the one that's easy, because I could do that one. I mean, I can dig into that one with my thumbnail, no problem, right? So I'm gonna do the top one, and I'm still just doing it with my thumbnail, right? And I'm gonna crease this with my thumbnail, and I'm gonna just peel this out and around, right? And I'm gonna take this and stick it. I'm gonna stick it on this stick, same way I did the other one the other day. I'm gonna leave it all loose, right? And I'm gonna grab another one where I can't pick it with my thumbnail because it's stuck down and everything, and with cold fingers and all that. So, right, you can pick that just fine. So it's not, you know, it's one thing to say that, but in use, you know, do it once with cold hands, and you'll, you know, I think you'll prove yourself wrong. So I'm gonna just peel all this off, since I wanted to change the white out anyway. I don't know if I have any more black on hand anyway, but like I said, this lighter's almost out. So I'm gonna put quite a bit of this on there. So, right, and I'm already to the easy to pick one, so I'm gonna cut that in half. Right, and in the other video I showed, like, I like to stick this to, you know, you can stick this to fat wood, like stick it to fat wood shavings or whatever. When I did the fat wood in the first video, the one that went way bigger, that one was, you know, people were saying, like, I don't remember, there's a lot of comments, you know, you get that many views, there's always a bunch of comments and a bunch of people saying stuff, but it, I mean, really weird stuff. It's like people are saying, like, you know, that I should clip my fingernails and everything else. That was like my first introduction to, you know, to being like publicly on the internet or whatever, you know, and people just losing their minds over stupid stuff. But yeah, it was like, yeah, I don't clip my fingernails before I go out in the woods or whatever. You know, I don't check my fingernails before I do a video. Like, who the hell cares? So anyway, I'm gonna light this duct tape under here and see if we can get this started again. The duct tape that I just tore with my cold fingers. So that just, you don't have to have that flap. I get if you like it, or if you want it or whatever, but it doesn't, you don't have to have it. I mean, you'd have to have pretty cold fingers to, you know, and like I said, you could warm them up. So it's like, warm up your fingers and then get going with it, you know. So I'm gonna tip this up just to get that flame to climb that duct tape a little bit. So, all right, and then I'm gonna throw this stuff all on. Because now that that's going, that should keep going. I mean, you can definitely do whatever you want. Like, it's just that's the reason I don't do it that way. Yeah, I'm gonna light the upper half of the duct tape too. It looks like it's, no, it's still trying down there, but might as well light both ends since I put so much on there. So, sure like that Gorilla Tape. That stuff does good. I should have probably just lit both ends of it to begin with. That was my bad, but I don't really cut stuff like that out. We'll just learn together. Hey, wrap a bunch of duct tape on there and, you know, light both ends instead of just one. If I let it climb like I usually do, it would have been fine. Usually I kind of tip it and let it climb, but you know, it's just a technique for emergencies anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna let that run quick. I'll probably fast forward it as it goes because, you know, I'm not gonna want to sit there and watch that climb up. There goes my crazy dog again. So this will take care, and as it builds, I don't want to touch it yet because, you know, you're generating heat, and if you move it, stuff will, you know, all your heat there in the center will fall to one side or the other, and you'll put it out. So you want that heat to just keep building for a second, and then once it's really sustaining, then you can move stuff. You know, so resist the temptation to grab, like, you know, this stick and move it in or whatever. I mean, this one I know I could get, or this one, you know, like I could get one of these and get it in there. But I have all this stuff over here. I could just move in, you know, some more of it. But the point being, while it's getting going, even though I've got this other stuff back here that isn't going, don't start moving that stuff because it'll fall apart, and then you'll have a bunch of half burnt stuff. All your heat is kind of generating in one big center kind of jumble there in the middle, and if you start monkeying with it, you're liable to knock something over and put something out. Oh, this one's got some of the chapstick on it from the other video I did with Carmex. That was this regular Carmex. You can hear it sizzling. That stuff worked pretty good. So if you carry that for your chapstick, that will definitely get you some fire if you need it. So anyway, that looks sustainable. I'm going to cut the video off. Thanks for watching.